Well, hi everyone, and welcome back to Reflections and Real Talk. I'm Judy, and today I want to share a personal experience that cost me a lot more than a dinner out. This is the story of how a free steak dinner let me buy a financial product, an annuity, that I didn't fully understand, and in hindsight wasn't the right fit for me. Stick around because after I share what happened, I'll walk you through the different types of annuities and pros and cons, how advisors who sell them get paid, and who they're actually good for, if anyone. About 7 years ago, I got an invitation in the mail, free gourmet steak dinner. Learn how to protect your retirement from market crashes. It was at Ruth Chris's. That sounded pretty good, right? I was curious and honestly a little anxious about the market, so I went. The dinner was delicious. The presentation, polished, reassuring, and very persuasive. That night, the presenter talked a lot about the risks of investing in the stock market, especially as you approach retirement. They leaned into fear. If the market crashes again, how long will your money last? Wouldn't you rather have peace of mind? Their solution, a fixed index annuity with a 7.5% cap on market returns. It sounded like a win-win. I couldn't lose money and I could still grow my savings, right? Wrong. Over the next 7 years, the market had several amazing years, some with double-digit returns. Meanwhile, I was capped at 7.5% max, and many years earned far less than that. I missed out on significant compounding growth, and when I tried to ask questions later, I realized just how little I actually understood about what I signed up for. That decision cost me tens of thousands in potential returns. And I'm not the only one. Those steak dinner seminars are everywhere, especially in communities with older adults. And to this day, I still get postcards almost weekly. They're designed to build trust quickly, offer a nice meal, and pitch products that can lock up your money for years. And to be clear, not all annuities are bad, but some are definitely sold to the wrong people for the wrong reasons. Let's talk about what I wish I'd known back then, the different types of annuities, how they work, and when they might or might not make sense. But first, let's go back to 2008, the year that's still burned into the memories of so many investors, myself included. That year, the stock market crashed hard. The S&P 500 lost more than 38% of its value. Retirement accounts were cut nearly in half. People who were about to retire either had to delay it or drastically scale back their lifestyle. I understand why that experience stuck with people. It was terrifying. And it's exactly that fear of losing it all again, that financial salespeople tap into when they promote annuities at these dinner events. They show charts that highlight 2008 in red and bold, and they ask, can you afford for that to happen again? But here's what they often leave out. The market didn't stay down. It came up and it came back strong. From 2009 through 2021, the S&P 500 returned an average of 14% annually. That's massive. If you had stayed invested even after that brutal 2008 drop, you would have recovered and seen enormous gains. But fear can lead us to lock in our money into products that limit our ability to rebound. That's exactly what happened to me. I bought into the idea that I needed to protect myself from another 2008. And in doing so, I gave up the opportunity to benefit from 2013, 2017, and 2019, and so many strong years since. Now let's break down what I should have understood before making that decision. There are 5 main types of annuities: fixed, fixed index variable, immediate, and deferred income. A fixed annuity is the most basic. You give a lump sum to an insurance company, and in return, they pay you a guaranteed interest rate, usually for 3 to 10 years. It's safe and predictable, but the returns are often low, maybe 3 to 5%, and don't keep pace with inflation. A fixed indexed annuity like the one I bought ties your returns to a market index like the S&P 500, but with a cap. My cap was 7.5%. That means if the market went up to 12%, I'd only get the 7.5%. If it went up 25%, I still got the 7.5%. If it went down to 0, I wouldn't lose money. Sounds fair, right? But here's the thing, those caps severely limit your long-term growth, especially when you consider compounding. And you're locked in for 7 to 10 years with penalties if you withdraw early. Then we have variable annuities. These allow you to invest in sub-accounts, which are kind of like mutual funds. You have the potential for unlimited growth and also the risk of loss. Variable annuities often include riders for guaranteed lifetime income, but they come at a steep price. Fees can run 2% to 4% annually. So while you're getting more growth potential, those fees can quietly eat away at your returns. Immediate annuities are simpler. You hand over a lump sum and the insurance company starts paying you a set amount every month, starting right away. It's like creating your own pension. These are best for people who need income now and don't plan to access that money again. Deferred income annuities are similar, but the payments start later, often 10 or 15 years down the road. These can be useful if you're trying to secure income for later years, but again, your money is locked up for a long time. Now let's talk about something no one at the steak dinner mentioned: how a financial advisor who sells annuities actually get paid. Most annuities pay a commission to the agent or advisor who sells them. That commission can range from 3% to as high as 10% of your investment, all paid up front. So if you put in $100,000, the person selling you might get $7,000 to $8,000 immediately. That's a powerful incentive. And unlike fiduciary advisors who charge a flat fee or a percentage of assets and are required to act in your best interest, many annuity salespeople are only required to meet a suitability standard, meaning the product just has to be suitable, not necessarily the best choice for you. That's a huge distinction, and it's why you should always ask, are you a fiduciary, and how are you compensated before taking any financial advice? So are annuities all bad? No, but they are often oversold, especially to people like me who were just trying to protect what they worked so hard for. The one I bought, it didn't fit my goals. It was sold to me in a moment of fear, not strategy, and it cost me more than I ever imagined. And by the way, I didn't invest any more in annuities, and it only represents about 10% of my portfolio today. Thank goodness. Here's what I want you to take away from this. 1, don't make financial decisions out of fear. 2, understand what you're buying completely. 3, watch out for free dinner invitations that come with a sales pitch. 4, ask for all the terms in writing, the fees, the caps, the surrender schedule. And 5, know how the person advising you is getting paid. And finally, if somebody asks you to hand over a large sum of your retirement money in exchange for guaranteed safety, ask yourself, what am I really giving up in return? The 2008 crash was real, but so was the recovery, and so is the regret I carry from missing that growth. Don't let a steak dinner or a slick presentation take away from your chance to build the retirement you deserve. If this story resonated with you or you've had a similar experience, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if this helped you feel more informed, please hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk about retirement, money, and making better decisions. This is Judy with Reflections in Real Talk, real stories and real lessons and real tools to help take control of your financial future. Be informed, be empowered, be real.